So, folks, decided to do another voiceover of one of my weekday races um, that's held down in Long Beach, California. It's been going on for a very long time, and it's kind of fun to be going back out. I took a hiatus, I don't know, a few years ago. Um, Probably explained that already in one of my other videos, but last night, Wednesday night, was probably one of the fastest. Wednesday night practice crits we've done thus far this year. Um, it was more and more people are starting to catch wind of what's going on, and teams are starting to form, and people are actually using it to practice race tactics, and so it's good. And to be honest with you, the fields are not stacked to the gills, but for somehow and some reason we're still averaging close to 29 miles an hour for 50 minutes. So pretty good stuff. I was yelling at my teammate Arturo out there. I said, "No cojones." Arturo is one of the strongest guys on our team. When we go training, we're in the hills and riding along the coast. He's one of the fastest people, one of the strongest people, can ride all day long. But for some reason, it doesn't really translate when we're in the race. Because the reason I was frustrated, we had a team out there that strategically rode actually, I'm not going to say almost, they rode a perfect race where they put guys on the front, made the second strongest team chase, which was methods to winning, my team, and really softened up most of the guys on the team. I'm older to Barry, so I was getting better as the race was going on. So at this point, we're 4 laps to go, and I'm actually feeling pretty strong. But I was so pissed at this point because up to about 8 laps ago, we had rode a pretty good, I would say, defensive race. We were bringing back all the dangerous moves. We had Sharon there. I don't think between like myself, Sharon, I think actually Christian Molina's there as well. There's not anyone there I was concerned that can beat us to the line. The guillotine, I think it's guillotine. I might be butchering that. Guillotine is the big team. I believe they brought out 4 guys, really, really strong 4 guys too. Can really go off the front and hold steady for a while. And that's what they did pretty much the entire 50 minutes, just continue to attack and make our team chase. So it was interesting coming down towards the end. I wanted to just kind of put my guys in a position to do it without me, because often I come to the rescue, and like I told Sharon during this event, it's like, dude, I can't do it all. You guys have to get on the front and pull at 28, 29 miles an hour for a lap and a half, 2 laps. Hitting out on the front going 33, 34 is not going to do anything to this group because the group is not that deep. It's like if you're a basketball team and your first 5 starting players are pretty good, but you hear analysis of teams having a deep bench or not a deep bench. So at this point, this group of riders it's not deep. It's the same 8 to 10 riders that are strong and that can really punch each other. After that, it falls off. So if you have half of those guys off the front and then you're going 30 something miles an hour, it's just hard. So you have to really always have your thinking cap on when you're doing crits, especially mass starts crits like this, where there's a plethora of skill levels. So you just always have to think about that. And I know we've been off racing for a while, but I was a little disappointed with last night and how it kind of played off. So the rider right in front of me, that's the team I'm talking about. This particular rider, I believe his name is Levi. He was off the front early. I mean, from like lap 4, and spent about 20 minutes off the front. I spent, I don't know, 30 minutes chasing him. And then they just did it again. So, I mean, it's really fun. I'm not complaining. It's really nice having them out there because you definitely get your money's worth. You get out there and you're going to get a workout on. Again, we average 29 miles an hour, so that's not an easy day in the saddle. So right now, their leader of the team, Chris, is off the front. He's been off the front for about the last, I think, 4 laps, and we should be going into 3 laps to go right now. And as you see, I've been kind of slowly moving my way towards the front. At this point, unless he absolutely blows up, there is nothing that we can do to bring him back. I believe at this point we were at about 25 seconds down, and here's the start finish. And now you have, I call him Hardware. His mama named him Christian. He now goes by Evil. And Levi off the front. So there's my teammate in the white to the left. We're actually both wearing the Crit State Championship jersey that was produced by LEL. And Christian was telling me after the ride that he wasn't feeling too well. So when you're not feeling too well, that's when you pretty much sacrifice yourself. There's Sharon, and then there's Nigel, and there's Caesar. And I'm just kind of buying my time. I don't want to use a big effort right here because I know that I'm going to have to do a really nice dig. So backside, the wind is coming from the right. And it's kind of funny because it goes in between these tractor trailers. So here you are. That group didn't do much, caused no damage. So I'm going to use my momentum to just keep going. I'm trying to stay as close as possible to the rider so I can continue to stay in that draft without being too disrespectful. Because right here is a complete headwind. There's Christian, so he did his chop. And I'm hoping, it's a long shot, but I was hoping that he would get on my wheel. But after doing a dig like that into the headwind, it gets kind of hard. So there's Nigel from Team Type 1. Sharon is right in front of him. And at this point, Sharon is getting ready to take a dig, and I can feel it. So you heard me tell him, easy, come back. I want him to sprint. And I want to be able to do the dig because I know that I can do at least a 1-lap dig where that's not really Sharon's forte. Sharon is really quick in the finale. So we're 1 lap to go. This guy's getting ready to pull off, and I'm just going to get into full-on time trial mode for a complete lap. I wanted to time it very well to the point where we were coming over the top of the 2 leaders. Right now, they just turned turn 1. So they have a good, I don't know, what is that, maybe 5 seconds. And I'm going 30, 31. I'm like, man, we're not really closing on them yet. So I better, go a little faster. So we make this turn right here, and I look up, and they're so far in front of us. You guys can barely see them. So now it's like, all right, it's time to dig in. So you can see the watts starting to kind of climb a little bit. I think along the backside, I averaged 560, somewhere around there, which was a good hit, given that it was a cross headwind. 34 miles an hour. I wanted to go a little faster, but there was just nothing there. At this point, Sharon is yelling at me to go, which I was like, no, I can't go. This, once I bring you guys to these 2 riders, somebody should be going over the top, fucking going AWOL, But he set up, I got on the wheel, I looked back, had a little gap, but at this point, I can't really restart, so my goal is to beat this guy to the corner. He sees me coming, he tries to accelerate, I beat him to the corner, pushed him off to the left, got him out of the way, and then you will see Caesar coming through for the sprint, which he ended up getting second in the field sprint, so he would have got third overall. However, Nigel flatted during the event and set out a few laps, so he was disqualified from our little mock podium. So that was it. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Have a good one.